Here. Hey, yeah. How are you? Yeah, finally back. Hey, Ron. Good evening, buddy. Gonna have clouds and fog trying to push in on us, but pretty cool view of Jupiter this morning. Actually looks really good. Hi, Eva. How are you? Matt, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Hi, Angela. Best Biden ever. Good evening. How are you? How was your night? Let's see if I can charge my phone. Phone's about. He's a little bit charging. Yeah, Jupiter's looking really good right now. Jupiter rising, I love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, it's looking really good though. Really beautiful view of Jupiter tonight. Stunning view of it. Hi Tony, good evening. How are you doing? Or good morning, whichever it shall be for you. Oh man. Let's see if I can let the mods know that we're back live. There we go. Get my other chat pulled up properly. There we go. Yeah, it's really beautiful though. Got clear skies, I know. It's gonna roll in though. We're gonna lose the clear skies sooner than later. We definitely will. It will happen to us tonight. Can you guys see Jupiter okay? Is it bright enough? Let me know if it's bright enough for y'all. I just got a dense fog warning as well. That's another thing we'll have to be dealing with soon. Check on Jessica. Look at Jupiter. Oh, that's awesome, John. That's so awesome. Hi, Steven. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, Merry Lady Christmas. Hope you're having a good evening. Got clouds now in Pennsylvania. Hi, Jenny. Looks bright enough. Okay, good. Good deal. Good deal. Jupiter's a sky boss, for sure. Jupiter's beautiful tonight. But ain't you know, if it wasn't for all the crazy clouds coming through. Don't see anything just yet. Gonna try to stack some pictures. Probably not just yet. Probably not currently. Probably not currently. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get a little bit more brightness come through at all. Can you guys see the two moons on the bottom left? Hey Mo. How are you? Let me know if you can see the two moons on the bottom left. Hi Rose, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Yeah, Merry Christmas to you as well. Can you guys see the two moons or no? Is it coming through? I get a little bit of brightness on my screen too. Can't see nothing. Barely coming through, huh? Oh, then getting me nice. Make sure you turn up the brightness on your phone. Max out the brightness on your phone. You'll be able to see them a lot easier. Make it a lot easier to see the two moons coming through. Yeah, turn up the that's the way to do it. Turn up the brightness on your screen for sure. Hi Calvin, good evening. Oh, not on the laptop. I got you. I got you. Not sure how much more brightness I can bring in to get some of the moons to pop. You can see one there. Ganymede's gorgeous right there. Kind of coming through really nice. Coming through really nice. Saturn's already behind trees for us. We did a live stream of Saturn and the moon earlier. Now we're hanging out with Jupiter. Hanging out, beautiful Jupiter. I can see them. Okay, good deal. Good. Try not to get way too much brightness, obviously, where it's hard to see. If we can maintain our brightness somehow. Yeah. Tico, what's up, buddy? How you doing? How's your night? Being the clutch one, obviously, yeah. Focus in the middle of the frame and not moving. We're tracking it through the sky. The way that this telescope tracks the objects, it tracks them through the right ascension of the sky force. So if I can do this here, let's see. I don't even know where my camera's pointing, actually. Oh, we don't even have any light in the observatory. Let me turn on some light here. So let me turn on the webcam. Actually, do I have a flashlight up here? I think I do have a flashlight in my pocket. No entiendo nada. No siento por qué. Alright, let me see here. Let's see if we can see anything. Let me turn on the webcam and then let me see if I can put a light on it real quick. Let's see here. Let's see where the camera. I see the camera. I don't see nothing about my door. Here. Let me see if I can. Okay. See if I can do this. There's going to be a lot of heat that leaves the room here. It's going to cause a little distortion for a minute. But the white objects that you can see there, that's a tracking mount. That's what tracked the sky. Then of course, the telescope, the dark object there, will be the actual telescope. Let me shut the door so we can quit losing heat. Throwing all the heat out of the streaming room here, or the control room, right in front of the telescope. Let's see. Yeah, you can see the door. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and it's chilly out there. I should not have opened the door. I've released all the heat from in here. Got cold fast. Look at Jupiter. Okay, we're on it. We're on it, man. I'll go to Jupiter right now. Setup like this, this is pushing about 8 to 9,000 on this setup right now. Where am I at? In the Midwest part of the United States. Hey, Mad Local, how you doing? See, Mars not above the horizon. Rest spot's on the far side. That is correct. Currently not on the side that we're looking at. I haven't even looked up. Let me see if I can see. View, solar system information, Jupiter current time. Yeah, not here just yet. See if I can move us forward. Here. Soon though, it looks like it's not too far out. What am I doing? I'm playing that. Here, let me just like grab this thing and move it properly. Yeah, not currently though. Not currently in our view. Two moons on the left below. Yeah, Io and Ganymede. This road is. Welcome in, by the way. Glad to have you. Yo, moving forward. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Steven, thank you so much too, brother. I appreciate it. The green and red fireballs I see fall almost every other night. I got no clue. I don't see them. I couldn't tell you. I don't get to see them, so I honestly have no clue. Yo, what up, Chris? How's you doing, man? How's Texas, buddy? How's your guys' skies down there? How's your skies? What language did you just speak right now? You're the one that typed it in, no entiendo. You tell me. Or someone did up there. I started speaking a little Spanish, though. I want Jupiter to get more stupider. Dang. I want Jupiter to get that way. This live it is, yeah. This current view of Jupiter currently. Let's see if I can pull it back down, though. Getting a little too high. Come back down in our view. There we go. And I time to see space. I just went to down there and was down 17 to see the space and plunge the sun. There were water on time. Yep. Oh, you're welcome. Absolutely. You're welcome. Jupiter! What's up, Dr. Robert? How you doing, man? How's your night, buddy? Blue, good evening. I see you. Cambodia, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Are people so rude? It's just how they are. I got no clue. Hey, Kels, how's it going? She does exist. Oh, man. Honestly, I got no clue why some people are rude. It's just either their upbringing or their horrible lifestyle, and they just want to push it onto other people. I honestly don't know. Honestly, don't know. Honestly, do not know. Red spot is 4 hours away from showing up. Nice. Is that transit time, though? If it's transit time, you start to see it about an hour and 40 minutes roughly before. Roughly. Or an hour and a half. Jupiter looking gorgeous today. It is. This telescope, it's the, you can get the actual telescope itself for around like $3,000 or so. About 3,000 just for the telescope. Love the colors, Jupiter. I do too. Really beautiful planet. Really, really stunning planet. Is it possible to see Venus? It's coming up as a evening time object. Still relatively close to the sun, though. You see some of the bands there? Nice. Nice, nice. When you start seeing, okay, I got you. Very cool. Hey, Paul, what's up, buddy? I did. How was yours? Matt is alive. What's up, buddy? Throw it out there. Let's get it. You see the planets in the daytime. Jupiter you can, through a telescope. Absolutely, through Jupiter you can. Jupiter, Venus is way too close to the sun, so it's not as easy to do, but Jupiter, Saturn a little bit. Like midday, you definitely wouldn't see Saturn, but Jupiter you can pretty much see it through the night. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Just because it's moving. Yeah, the atmosphere is a little bit turbulent. It's not horrible, though, but a little bit turbulent. Sun loves planets. That's amazing. That is so cool. What's his favorite planet? What would be his favorite planet? I'll pull it down a little more again. Yeah, Jupiter is a beautiful planet. Truly is. Really beautiful planet. Gravitational laser shaking a little bit. I'm shaking a little bit. I won't lie. Open up the door just a minute ago. Got kind of chilly fast. Got kind of chilly really fast. It says favorite planet is Earth. I love it. Amazing. Same as mine. Can we track Betelgeuse in the next room? Maybe. We might do that, Carly. There's not much to see with Betelgeuse, though. Has a larger apparent size in the sky. The closest approach, Jupiter or Mars. Jupiter does. By far. ICW, how you doing? How's your night? Well, Mars. Mars alright. It's alright. Very cold there. Oh, dude, snow's piling up. No way. Kel's good to see you. Definitely great to see you. I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing? I stormed this evening. That's crazy. You got a telescope, Kylie? That's awesome. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Thank you. Jupiter spins fast. That is great. It does spin very fast. No snow there yet, dude. You're on the lucky side. Jupiter is so much more interesting and beautiful. I would agree with that, for sure. That is obsessed with planets, and he wants to be an astronaut. Yo, that is so cool. That is super awesome. In the middle of summer, that's wild. What's the most difficult planet to see from Earth? Mercury. By far, Mercury. Hey, what up, Exxon? How you doing, buddy? How's your day? Has a red storm been shrinking? It has. It is coming towards its end. It still has quite a while, though. In the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia. Very nice. Look at Saturn's behind trees. Oh, is it really? Ursula, like, Jupiter's amazing. As you can see here, obviously, Jupiter's such a beautiful planet. Really, really beautiful planet. Oh, it's so awesome to have you, Kel. Gotta go back to that commercial. She does exist. He does exist. What's Jupiter made up of? Mostly hydrogen, then helium, and then a lot of other elements, but mostly hydrogen and helium. Jupiter has 97 known moons. That is correct. Confirmed moons. Red, say you're a creep without saying you're a creep, dude. Where's the beef? That's too funny. Sometimes Jupiter is 9,000 times the mass of Earth. It's crazy. I gotta remember the amount of mass. But it's absolutely insane though. It's absolutely insane. Like 20. Let me see if I'm pulled up real quick. I cannot remember it off the top of my head. You can put about 1,300 of our planets inside Jupiter though. It's about 318 times the amount of mass that we have. You can put about 1,300 of our planets inside of it. It's just pretty crazy. It keeps in the gaseous atmosphere. What keeps it in the atmosphere would just be its gravity. Same to what we have here. Let's call it small moons, moonlets. I mean, there are moonlets though, like around Saturn and such. There are still a lot of moonlets that aren't actually considered to be moons themselves. No, I knew it. I knew which one you're referencing there, Stephen. How far away is Jupiter? Tonight's about 400. Let's get it. Let's get the correct distance tonight. 400 and... Let's see if I'm pulled up. May actually be into 300s, but yeah, 394 million miles away. So we just got underneath 400 million miles away. So 394 million miles away. It's probably being viewed in real time. It is. Looks like a big gummy. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. How long until twilight? We got about 6 hours, roughly. Roughly about 6 hours. Other side, it is correct. It is on the opposite side currently. That's correct. The barycenter is outside the sun itself when it comes to Jupiter. Hi KK, how are you? How's your day? How was your day, bud? I got the rest here. What up, Chance? Throw a nuclear power satellite into Jupiter. Not in Jupiter. You see, yeah, that's right. Nearby, there are probably Galilean moons. That is correct. You'll be seeing the Galilean moons here. Thanks, KK. Thank you. Now, you would not be able to stand on Jupiter. It is a gassy planet. How big is Jupiter? Massive. It's about, you can put about 1,300 of our planets inside of it, but if I remember right, 12 to 13 wide, roughly. Light to reflect back to us from Jupiter, about 40 minutes, right? Just under 40 minutes currently. About 10 years old when sent an M&M commercial first air. Nice. That's awesome. How long is the rotation around the sun with Jupiter? Is about 20. Let me think here. Golly, my mind is not pulling up data at all. Let me get it for you. A year for Jupiter would be 11.86 Earth years. There we go. And then that makes, if I can remember Saturn, Saturn's like 28. Golly, my mind is gone tonight. 28, 29. Jupiter has a fuzzy core. Oh, you're welcome, absolutely. How many shimmers the Earth's atmosphere, not your scope? So a little bit of both. A little bit of both. You still have a little bit of the movement of the equatorial mountain, and then of course the atmosphere itself will give you a little bit turbulent. Has lots of solid core. Yeah, it never had a solid core. Considered to be a fuzzy core, not solid nor like a gas or anything like that, or fluid per se. It's kind of a mixture of a lot of different things. Used to using it in cartoons like as a kid, huh? I did not. How rare are nights with seeing this where you are? It depends on the clouds, obviously. It has been really cloudy here in the Midwest part of the United States, or here in Kansas City specifically. Are those rings gas? They are gas being pulled up into the atmosphere from inside Jupiter. New planet already. The odds of getting a new planet now would be less than 1% here in our solar system. Being able to discover one anyways. I'll get Big Dog. Absolutely. Absolutely. The telescope itself, the optics, is about 3,000 for the one that we're currently using. But with the configuration that we're using, it's pushing about 8,000 to 9,000, roughly. Absolutely, Alexander. You too, buddy. Not 7 of Jupiter's rotation. So, okay. Crazy, huh? Jupiter's pretty awesome, though. Really beautiful. Rocky, no, Higgs, no gases equals as equal. Well, there's quite a bit going on there. You get the metallic aspects of it with the rocks kind of blended in there, and it looks fuzzy. It's quite the core you that wasn't thought of, but some of the new information coming out appears that it's a fuzzy core between Jupiter and Saturn. What is this? Can you tell me, guys? This is Jupiter. Currently, we're looking at Jupiter. And finding Planet 9. It'd be awesome. I mean, if it ever happened. The odds, though, is very, very rare. 2 dots left on the bottom, Jupiter stars. Nope, those are moons. So that's the moon Io on the left side, and then the moon Ganymede on the right side. Ganymede's the largest moon in our solar system. Io's being the most volcanic mass in the solar system. AC towers house at night. I give you a 9. Yo, that is so cool. That is super awesome. I love that. That is really awesome. CERN was survivable. Yeah, liberate Earth. Absolutely. Absolutely. Government telescopes aired for the public. I mean, you can definitely go and so it depends on what you define as government, right? So it's going to depend on what you define as government. For example, if you define NASA somehow as government, then you could say, yeah, I mean, obviously you can look at what the James Webb Space Telescope photos look like. Aired live, though, would be a different story. Saturn's not. It's behind trees, getting ready to set for us. Can we see the moon at the same time as Jupiter? Our moon? And some nights we can. Right now, the moon's really close to Saturn, though. Io's your favorite moon. Jupiter? Yo, I love Io. I think Io's an amazing moon. Really beautiful. Got a 110mm telescope from D1 out of 5 times parallel lens. Ooh, 6mm lens. Actually, was able to see Jupiter with a bit smaller, not so detailed. Saw the moons too, pretty great. Yo, that's awesome still. That is amazing. That is really awesome. I love it. Thanks, Nils. I appreciate it, buddy. Once 3i atlas show up near Jupiter, it's going to be a bit before it gets really close to Jupiter and in the view. It'll be quite a ways before it gets to that point. Let me see how high 3i is currently. It's getting close. It's still quite the distance, though, from Jupiter. Yeah, 9 hours hit on the other side. The Great Red Spot's still on the opposite side. It won't come around for a while. The solar system of the Luna, nice. The moon is absolutely gorgeous. We have a beautiful moon. We do have a beautiful moon. Oh, Jupiter! Well, that's what Jupiter looked like about 40 minutes ago. Roughly about 40 minutes ago. Here. Looks like we still got a decent focus currently, it looks like. Just real it is, yeah. These are live views of Jupiter. Not light years. Jupiter's light minutes, not light years. What time do you come on? We just came on about 23 minutes ago this time. Earlier I was on about 7 or 8 p.m. Central Time. Roughly. Rules are 8 day. It's weird how light travel works. I don't know, I'd say it's weird. I think it's kind of confusion when people think of light speed. I don't think people put it in the concept of distance, the measurement of distance, rather than trying to focus more on the light when it shouldn't be the main focus, though. That kind of makes sense. Jupiter is a gas planet. It is. It's a supermassive gas planet. Clearly AI, says John. Yeah, clearly. So relaxing watching this in your complex. I appreciate it. Honestly, thank you. Yeah, clearly AI. I mean, AI would do a lot better than I could do. By far. 10 time is where? Oh, nice. I got you. Central Time is in the central part of the USA, so Kansas City. Yeah, just a metric of distance. All it is. I wonder what Jupiter smells like. I don't know. Never been there. Never been there. I would imagine you're going to have a lot of different acidic type smells you're coming in towards its like atmosphere. But then it'd be really wild as you get closer. Obviously, you'll start to smell a lot more of the Oh, the hydrogen, once you get a little bit closer. That'd be a tough one, though. I wouldn't want to snap it. There's a ton going on in the atmosphere, though. Are you outside in the cold? How are you doing this? Yes, I'm in an observatory, so I'm sitting inside the control room. The control room itself is heated in here. But then we have the telescope sets in the next room over. Then grab a while ago. Look like with its autofocus, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. I have a little bit of education, but not to the point of what I would normally speak of. Some of it's self-taught as well. How'd Jupiter get there? Formation. Big Bang? No, I mean, that's the principle of the formation of the cosmos, but then later on we ended up in a stellar nursery where our star formed, and then we had a big old thing of dust coming around, which is where our star would have started to form then. That is formed within the dust, start collapsing, and so on. Jupiter's the biggest one. Not just correct. Jupiter's the biggest planet we have. Oh, about 1,300 of our planets can fit inside Jupiter. 1.3 roughly inside the Sun. Pretty crazy. Yeah, third or fourth generation rope, somewhere in that region. Try to focus on what? Flashing the pieces, little pieces to make, yeah, bigger things. That's right. Crazy. Try to focus. It's not badly focused. Actually, pretty good focus right now. We could probably get a little bit better focus, but it's not bad. It's actually pretty nice. How many miles away is Jupiter away from Earth? So roughly right now it's 390-ish. Let me see if I can get it again. It is currently 394 million miles away. Oh, you're welcome, Nils. Absolutely, you're welcome. No, we had a match. Don't lie. Never reached our whole system. It's pretty good. Speed of sound obviously is a little different in concept because sound waves can change based off of different scenarios. For example, sound on Mars is much slower than what it is here on Earth. Yeah, this is actually really good focus right now. Definitely, I'll be in trouble. Yeah, that's true. Where are you located? Can I see this from Seattle? This is Jupiter. I'm near Kansas City, Missouri. How do you know? What part? I just said a lot of different things. See how far you can see on the telescope. Away you can see it. How far away? I'm not too sure what you mean there, Mike. Is this real town? It is not. I play what's called oceans tapping in the background. Kind of a relaxing sound. That's correct. Yep. Sound waves change up based on what all's going on, especially like in your atmosphere. What kind of medium sound wave push it through, which is the difference of why you wouldn't use sound as a distant measurement rather than light. Light itself continues on, even as it's going through stuff, getting bent stuff. It's still always on the same path and same speed. Jupiter has a fuzzy core. Can you see Pluto? We could, but it's already set for us. It's already below the horizon. Already below the horizon. Let me bring in a little bit more brightness here. Looks like a little bit of clouds are trying to push through. You think maybe we live in a simulation? I mean, I guess you can think whatever you want. You can definitely think whatever you want. Whenever we do, look at Pluto, by the way. Pluto's just a little tiny dot. What else can we see right now, Jupiter? Is that real? It is. That's a live view. Mars visible? It is not. Not above the horizon. It's really close to the sun currently, in our perspective. What's the best beginner telescope? Honestly, binoculars. Like if you're really a beginner, binoculars are wonderful. Really helps to learn the night sky. But even then, you can get to like a tabletop Dobsonian. If you want like a more of an automatic mount, kind of like what we're using here, where it follows them through the sky, then you could look at something like the Celestron 4SC. So they're definitely good telescopes to use. But the best beginner telescope, it depends on your level. Honestly, just depends on your level. Satellites fly by really fast. Way too fast. Bizwise, you can stream if you got a telescope and do better, man. Jump on it. I'll definitely be there to support you. Next year, Voyager will be 1 light year away from us. That is great. How you know where to focus? I mean, I've been doing this for quite a while, but the way the telescope's set up now, it's all pretty much automated. We tell the system where to go to, what target to go to, and it just swings us over to it. Sometimes it misses it, though. Gets off a little bit. Can never see straight binoculars. Interesting. 1 light day. Oh, my bad. Yeah, 1 light day, not 1 light year. Okay. Got a guys here. Okay, I got you. Not too bad telescopes. They're what they are. Not bad for kind of a fun little beginner, but don't let it discourage you, though. Definitely remember there's always better telescopes out there. But interesting to start out with, for sure. Focus the tricky faster at an astronomical distance. Sometimes true. From your outer atmosphere, for the most part, when we see like kind of the waves going through, this is going to be the atmosphere. Plus, we got some clouds right now going through really thin clouds. Do I have any microscopes? I do. I actually have a few microscopes as well. Best mount for binoculars to hold steady. That's a good question. Most of the binoculars use like the 1/4 inch, don't they? So anything like any camera type tripod would be pretty decent for the most part, since they use that 1/4 inch. Yeah, Cassini will be over in Saturn. That's great. Which is an interesting thought. Saturn's mass is made up of mostly hydrogen and helium, then methane, phosphate, and so on. But then a little bit of American-made stuff. Or I should say, not just American-made, but stuff from here on Earth, obviously. That's had some site. These things. Maybe more people don't say, yeah, interesting. Right now we're looking at the moons Io and Ganymede. I cannot do Mars next. It's not above the horizon. Or the stars in the background, you gotta turn up exposure to get stars to come through. Stars are a lot fainter than the planet Jupiter itself. Mid range for you can look up Celestron. See if you can find Celestrons like X45s or something. Be really good binoculars to get. But anywhere like 45 would be decent for binoculars. Why not what? Ganymede, not the largest moon ever, obviously, but the largest moon in our solar system would be Ganymede. Clearly, there's probably moons much larger than the moons that we're familiar with here in our solar system. But in our solar system, yeah, Ganymede is the largest moon that we have. Thank you, Brian. Honestly, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. It's a bit bright now. See some of the clouds finally push through. Let me pull it back a bit here. I'll see if I can hit the focuser once here without messing up too much, hopefully. We get a little bit more focus on it. There's a bunch of integrated men fighting over money. That's funny. Careful on Jupiter's moon. Well, more nice. Which moon would you go to? If you had the option, which moon would you try for? Magnification right now, we're probably pushing about 300. Or just over 300 even. I bet. How you doing, bud? How's your day? Either Europa or Io? Okay, I think I would go with Europa personally. I think Europa would be an interesting adventure. More than Io. Even though I'd love to be on Io, I think it'd just be way too chaotic for me. Just way too dang chaotic, to be honest. Io would be pretty scary. It really would. Vectors, what would happen? It'd just be a dot, just a light source of its own, a dot energy. Io's worth it. I don't know, man. I think it'd be just way too chaotic for me, in my opinion. I think it'd be just way too chaotic. Combines liquid water. Yeah, chemical energy and heat. Yeah, absolutely. Makes it a very interesting, good place for life. Good place to search for life. What Jupiter's so bright in the sky? It's massive for one. It's relatively close to us compared to like Saturn, and its atmosphere is very reflective. Has a lot of reflective properties when you talk about the atmosphere. Hey, what up, Zon? How's it going? How's your night? If I can focus a little bit more here again. You do these lives a lot. I try to. Hi, Nada. How are you, Nada? I try to go live as often as I can. Depends on the sky, so as long as it's clear, I try to. But unfortunately, here in Kansas City, it's been pretty wild. We'd be able to see Jupiter's big red spot here later tonight. It would come around. Currently on this side where we could see it. Saturn the brightest object in our sky. Or maybe it's Venus. No. Venus typically ends up being the brightest object, and then Jupiter, of course. So close, but yet so far. So true. From one of its moons. That would be amazing. It would be an amazing view, for sure. Hey, Mighty. Welcome in. Glad to have you. Let's stay awake for the red spot. It'd be gorgeous, as long as we have this kind of view. We gotta, like, hopefully the clouds stay away. Hopefully the clouds stay away from us. Telescope auto track objects. It does. That's awesome, Zon. That's super awesome. How did I become interested in astronomy? When I was 8 years old, Dad got a telescope for the family. Like 7 or 8, but Dad got a telescope for the family. I can remember it, obviously. Nice little black tube, and then just going out and enjoying it. It really did it for me, though. Saturn was my first object to go to. When the red spot shows up, gotcha. Absolutely. Make you feel very small, and I like it. Hey, it just kind of puts things in perspective, right? You see a galaxy with it. We could, not with the current setup that we have, though. We've got to swap out the cameras. I do got the all-sky camera up tonight. Or not the all-sky camera, the, we have the DSO setup up currently. Let me see if it's online still. I don't even remember what I was pointing at. I think earlier I had it pointed at ladies, if I remember right. Let me send it off somewhere else. Let's find Jupiter here in the view. It's pretty high. Actually, let me send it to like the Beehive cluster. I'll send the other setup to the Beehive cluster. It'd be kind of fun. We'll see kind of what it looks like as well. Let's hear this one: Jupiter to Earth, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, Mars, Mercury, and Venus. Nice. Love it. Absolutely love it. Is it bigger than Mars when being in the night sky? It is. And the US is shot from the Midwest. I'm in Missouri. Hey, what up, Brian from Utah? Got a new dark sky location here. Yeah, that's crazy. Utah's always getting designated dark sky locations. It is crazy awesome. So yeah, that's really awesome though. That is super awesome. I love it. Have a good night, Xander. Have an amazing night, buddy. And so far, no, I haven't seen it yet, or no? No, not with Jupiter. Not at all. No reason for it to explode either. Clash, what's up, buddy? How's your night, bud? Angela, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much for the love and support. In the rocks and Saturn's ring. Yo, that's crazy. What is a dark sky location? Dark sky location is like a designated area. Whether it's a federal or a state initiation or even a global initiation, where you get the designation because you don't have any light pollution, and it kind of It brings things into a little bit more perspective of not allowing light pollution to occur as well. That's a really cool concept. Great place to be able to go and just look up and not have a bunch of light in your eye. You can actually make out a ton of stars, planets, the galaxies, of course, like in Andromeda. You can make out Andromeda with the naked eye. Really awesome. Hi, Carrie. How are you? How's your night? Got a new phone for Christmas? Oh no, wait. What phone did you get? That's super cool. What phone did you get? What is my favorite star if I have one? I'm kind of like mixed between Vega and Fomalhaut. Really, two different stars in their own way, and both are very beautiful stars. Other planets and moons, we can. Got the iPhone 16 Neo, that's awesome. That is super awesome. We're chocolate brush stuck together, jackpot. That is awesome. Fomalhaut's an amazing star. It's a really gorgeous star to observe. Really beautiful star to observe. Alright, let me see here. The other telescope went here real quick. See what it got. Let me take like a real quick 10-second exposure here. Am I saving? I think I am. Let me turn off saving here. I just don't take a photo of the beehive cluster as well. A really cool object to go for as well. Like Sirius is alright. That's pretty wild. Hey Rob, what's up, buddy? How you doing? You can use one other and get see galaxies. We can also pull it up. For example, I do have it right here. So this is the DSO. Let me see if I can kind of show you a little bit of the screen, I guess. But this is the DSO setup. You can see the beehive cluster here. That's going to be the beehive cluster of stars going on right here, which is really cool. If we want to see like a galaxy in it, we can say, for example, let me stay on the east side of this guy here. Let's see if we can find Bode's. Find Bode's galaxy here, and we'll send it off to Bode's galaxy real quick. And it'll just send the other telescope over. I'll take a photo and it'll let us know we're there. I'll let it do its thing. We'll come back to it and look at it here in just a minute. Hi Jason, how you doing? After the scope using this one is an 11-inch mid-catch green telescope. Linear telescope, you don't, if you're comfortable sharing. This one here that we're looking at Jupiter through, this is about 8 to 9,000 in the current configuration. Gonna pass by Jupiter social media about ish. It goes past its plane. It goes past its plane. See light vision from the city when viewing on the outside. Yeah, you could. Yeah, absolutely you can. Absolutely. So the other telescope right now, what it's doing is it's still trying to plate solve itself. So it took a picture. It's off by 2 minutes and 34 seconds on the error here. So it'll move the telescope a little bit more, take another photo, and it'll determine, hey, am I in the center? We'll see what it says here. If it is, then it'll say, hey, you're good to go. You're allowed to pick up this galaxy. You're in the view. I feel like this on Windows 98, no joke. That's awesome. Yeah, that's super awesome. That's super awesome. Space station? Ain't no space station. I'm joking. Alright, so now it says it's starting to guide on the DSO scope here. So this is starting to guide now. Once it starts guiding, then this is going to clear out, and then we'll be able to take a photo of Bode's galaxy, which is really interesting because you got several different galaxies in that view. You got Bode's, you got the Cigar Galaxy, which get picked up by this other telescope. This telescope's a relatively nice telescope. It's about 3,000 for the one that does the DSO. Let's see here. Go ahead and close that out. You can see here already. You can see Bode's galaxy, the Cigar Galaxy up there. There's another galaxy right here. Little tiny guy. But I'll have it take a picture here though. We'll do like a, I don't know, maybe like a 3-minute photo. And we'll come back to it once it does it. You can see it'll just start like doing its countdown over here. Takes about 3 minutes, and then we'll see the first image that will come from it. Current distance, how many minutes are behind Jupiter in terms of light? Return back to your lens. Just under 40 minutes, roughly. Just under 40 minutes. How many times have you got the eye? It says several. Definitely several. You'll use Stellarium app? Yo, I like Stellarium. Wonderful application. Stellarium is a wonderful application. Let me see here. How's Jupiter looking? Kind of fuzzy, huh? A little bit out of focus, maybe. Let's see if we can move it in. Focus a little bit more real quick. Look like clouds just came through, actually. Oh, you're welcome, absolutely. Wonder if we'll ever develop technology where we can travel near the speed of light. I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. Yeah, our bodies can get nowhere that kind of G-force. Like, nowhere. You'd be lucky to make it like 3, 4, maybe even 5 times the speed of light. Or 5% of the speed of light. Two dots below Jupiter that we see is Io. On the far left side is the moon Io, and on the right side is Ganymede. Ganymede being the largest moon in the solar system, where Io is the most volcanic matter, or mass, I should say, here in the solar system. So it's pretty crazy. I was using Celerium. Yo, that's crazy. Celerium's a wonderful application. It really is. And then on the factor in space movies for you. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, there's 2 of Jupiter's moons here. 2 of them. This is 2 of its moons. Where are the others at, though? Are they on this side, Jenny, or are they on the other side? Let's see. We can see Europa. Oh, there's one right there. See one of the moons right there. The other one may be way out there. Hard to tell where Callisto is. I'm going to guess that's Europa. I guess that's Europa. Oh, I still got the camera on outside, don't I? Let's mess up our view. There we go. There we go. There's not speed. That's correct. The G-force itself. So when we're talking about the speed, though, we would not be able to take the G-force of the speed when we take off from Earth itself. We can barely make it there. What is it, like 9? Roughly, you can get to about 9G before like things really get messy. And then you do the calculation of 9G on the speed of light from takeoff itself, or even acceleration. Then how long would it take you to get to the speed of light? And this is where you're going to get into the issues of acceleration. How many moons Jupiter has? 97. Imagine having a city sky on Jupiter. It'd be pretty crazy. That sky city on Jupiter would be really crazy. Can we see the moon? It is not above the horizon currently. Callisto is way out past that. Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, absolutely. If you're talking about the G-force, so you're going to talk about acceleration. So if you're going to get the speed of light, then there has to be a massive amount of acceleration, which is going to get the G-force way up there. That'd be one of the biggest problems, especially if you're taking off from something like Earth, for example. But everywhere in the universe, there's known gravitational pull or tides. So it'd be really, really challenging to even get close to the speed of light. I'm very proud of it here. That is true. Absolutely. Here's what that took a picture of, by the way. Here's Bode's Galaxy and the Cigar Galaxy there. Oh, if I can get it again. There we go. You got Bode's on the bottom here, and then Cigar Galaxy would be up here. And of course, you got this little guy way out there. And there's I thought there was another one. Yeah, right over here. There's another one down here as well. You got several different galaxies out in this direction. Really gorgeous too. Really beautiful. And that's what galaxies look like through telescopes. So. Took a picture of the moon. My parents got me for Christmas. Yo, that's awesome, Easy. That is super awesome, buddy. How can you call a rock a moon? That's very much. How can you call a rock a moon? Well, the definition of a moon is what? Let's let you answer it. You don't need large acceleration if you have a lot of time. That's true. If you have a lot of time, obviously, you wouldn't need a lot of acceleration. But to get to that point, to the speed of light, you're going to have quite the acceleration. Otherwise, by the time you even get there, you're already going to be somewhere wild. We do live on a rock, that is correct. I would go back to the question. Tolina says, how can you call a small rock a moon? Desperate much. So it's a great question. What do you consider to be a moon, though? What's the definition of a moon for you? Does it look like Destructo Disc? Whoa. Mass reach the speed of light. It would create its own mass. It'd be pretty wild. Whatever were to happen at that point would be pretty dang wild. He does particle. It'd be all bad. Trying to galaxy out tonight. It is, but it's way behind, off to my west right now. Getting ready to set here soon. It'll be setting here soon. Noon last week's on Mercury. Oh my goodness. High noon. Oh, that's super funny. Alright, let me get that out of our way. I still got Nina up on our view. There we go. Back to Jupiter. First thing you got a picture of galaxies. Definitely galaxies. Galaxies are the most distant things that we take photos of. You think there's intelligent life out there? I think it's very probable, just based on sheer numbers. I think it's very probable. We'll probably put small ship. Hopefully, oh, Alcatraz. Think about 45. Dude, I don't know anything about that one. Space travel is not really up my alley, though. You take pictures with that telescope, we can. Even better than my phone. Yeah. Gotcha. I gotcha. Well, hopefully that has an answer for you, Wildmore. I think it's very probable, just based off of sheer numbers. I think the most distant galaxy I've taken a photograph of so far is right about 80 to 90 million light years away. Could travel back in time. Travel. The time. They're all mankind. It'll take a few minutes before we know. This one's so far away. Probably wouldn't see light yet. Yeah. Absolutely. Just standing out there chilling. Nice. Here to use to get these clear shots. So this is the C11. Here you go. Chance going to put it in here for you. Yeah, 80 to 90 million light years away. To see Andromeda. Binoculars. Honestly, binoculars are amazing to see Andromeda with. I felt when he first saw this with his telescope, oh, that'd be crazy awesome. Can you imagine being the first person to get to look at it through a telescope? Like, wow. I think Jupiter smells like doesn't even matter. Never gonna make it there. I mean, us as mankind, we wouldn't want to go there anyways. Earth might be dealing with that. That wasn't life on it. I mean, I guess. Let's see dinos. Yeah, if they looked at us right now. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Other stars that we see are already dead and gone. Not necessarily true. There's going to be some that obviously would be gone for us. But you're going to have to look really far back in perspective to find stars that we see. Now, if we're talking about using our naked eyes and looking up, no, not really true at all. Hey, Abel, how you doing? Welcome in. Glad to have you. You like water and stuff? I'm wrong. They crashed into us a billion years ago. That would be correct. Mostly from asteroids. It gave us a lot of our water that we have here. At least that's what the best evidence shows. First thing you would love to see when it comes to space is a wormhole. Yeah, that'd be interesting. That would be very interesting. Wormholes would definitely be interesting. It would be really interesting. Alright, let's see here. See if I can focus a little bit on what we're doing. How's it look, by the way? Jupiter look okay? Coming through okay? Hi, Patty, welcome in. This is Jupiter, the planet Jupiter that we're looking at currently. We only see stars in our own galaxy. That is correct. We only see stars in our own galaxy. And then even then, we're only seeing some that are relatively close for the most part. Real death, yeah, this is a live view of Jupiter right now. So far away. Let's see dinosaurs and looked at. Is that true? That would be correct. I mean, you'd have to be a distance away, obviously. It takes time for light to travel. From asteroids and other planets, could one Earth be out there with light? Very true. Not even just planets, but moons as well. There's several different things for sure. Little fuzzy? Yeah, probably. We have some really thin clouds coming through. I don't think it's realistic, but wormholes might exist. Yeah, I don't know. Wormholes existing seems to be probably not a thing, because then you got to find where does that black hole lead to? Is the white hole just never been viewed? We can see all directions around black holes, you know. That's a good question. Honestly, that's a great question. Where's that energy end up at? Most likely singularity, though. I highly doubt that wormholes exist. Back to Jupiter and the other planets or moons. I have not personally. Is that Jupiter? It is. Yeah, that's Jupiter. Thanks, Ranger. I appreciate you. Thanks, Ranger Rob. I appreciate you, brother. How's your night, by the way? It's very humbling. That's true. Saturn was cold the other night. Yeah. We were able to live stream Saturn just a bit ago. Found Jupiter. It would ignite the atmosphere. So it don't really happen. Things like that don't technically happen. Like if you get near a black hole, it's not like you're going to get just like sucked in, pulled in. It's not quite the thing. I think people just get the weird concept of that. Most of the time, you just start to form an orbit, just like any mass does. You'll just have an orbit around it. Divided by asteroid, and then there could be other planets of life out there. That's true. Absolutely. What do you think of the movie Interstellar? I thought it was boring. Personally, I thought it was very boring. I thought it was very boring. White holes can exist. They've never been observed. I mean, it works on paper, though. White holes do exist on paper, or work on paper, but yeah, they've just never been observed. The odds of them actually existing is very, very unlikely. Kind of like wormholes on a macro scale. Yeah, you get into quantum stuff, though. Again, works on paper. The elements that made us in space. Hydrogen. Absolutely. If you're hydrogen based, hydrogen being the most abundant element that's found in the cosmos. Yeah, Gravity more as a movie. That's nice. I like Contact. Who would live in a black hole? That's a great question. Who knows? What's some of the biggest ones? Just gas ones. That is correct. Gas is very abundant, though. Like, again, we get back to that point of saying hydrogen is the most abundant element that's found in the universe. Therefore, you expect to find a lot of things made mostly of hydrogen, which is a gas. So, large gas planets and a lot of gas planets are very common. The random telescope and the lens does it have? This is a C11 from Celestron. Hey, Jupiter from telescope, your favorite planet. Yo, that's awesome. I love that. That is super awesome. Sun has ADHD. He doesn't like movies either. Yeah. I can't do it. Usually for me, I put on like a TV show or something just to fall asleep. Just to try to take my mind off of everything else. There's any transferable, non-transferable, most could exist. That's that right there. Again, just not something that's observed. Just not something that's observed. Let's see if we can pull this back down a little bit. There we go. Is this okay? Is it in the middle for everybody? Let's see what my phone looks like. Hopefully it is. Hopefully it is. This message is held. What review is so big? It is. It's honestly big. Very big planet. Very beautiful planet. Get my chat back up. There we go. What was I going to do on the DSO scope, though? What do we want to do on the DSO scope? Anybody got any cool idea? Want to see a comment, maybe? Like the sci-fi war movies? Ooh. Do you have Discord? I forgot. For my members. We have Discord for the members. You're welcome. That's why you're welcome. Do you have a degree in astronomy or physics? I got a minor, but nothing like a master's or anything like that. Physics was super tough for me. Like super, super tough. Rosetta Nebula? Oh, dude, beautiful target for sure. It's already in the west sky, though. It's already pushed into the west sky. Conan Nebula, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. Go for, like, see how high it is in there. Let's see if I can pull it up. If you guys want me to, I can put that down here in the bottom. Gotta find if I can get to it properly here. How did I do this last time? I think I actually had to connect to the computer and then tell it to go 3i because I cannot get the locate 3i on here. In fact, I don't even pull up any of the Commodore 2025 base. That is none. I think I can do it though. I did see 24p here. I'm not sure what their naming method is in here. 24p is going to be way down here, and then 3i should be like up in this area somewhere up in this area. I'll have to do it from the other one. Question up the comments here in just a minute. I will. Let me try to get the other thing to come through. Wow, Jupiter, like, it looks like a full ball. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. All right, let me see if I can get connected to that DSO computer. I can find 3i in there a lot easier. Yep, there we go. Here. Close imaging orbitals. Here. 3i Atlas. Load. Actually, I should update it first. Let me update the comments. I'll update it and then we'll grab 3i and see if I can send it off to that way. No? Yes. Maybe what? Favorite planet. That's awesome. Mine's not visible currently. It is not. Looks like a hot dog in the game. Circle up like dang. Hey, what up, Robert? How you doing, man? How's your night, buddy? Had an amazing Christmas. How was yours? Hi, Clips. Welcome in. How's your night, bud? Merry Christmas to you as well. Existence of a wormhole has proven that they're collapsed instantly. It's very possible. Again, it only works on paper, though. What planet is that? Jupiter. Currently looking at Jupiter. Alright, let's see if I can pull it up here. Load 3i, and then slew and track. See if I can send it off that way. Should be sending the telescope here quickly. Maybe. Did it go? It says it actually sent it, but I'm not seeing it actually sending it. Let's see what it does here. No weights on it. We'll check. Let's see here. Let's do a quick place off. Take a 2-second photo and see if it's near it. Are you following it? The mount. The mount is a tracking mount. It follows it through the right extension, also the declination too, but mostly through the right extension. Breathe on Venus is like you wouldn't want to breathe on Venus. Super crazy. Super crazy. Let me see if I can do this. Let's plate solve it. Actually, let's do it this way. Do a little plate solve here first. Send the coordinates over to the mount. I don't remember how I got 3i to set up in here last time, but it does seem like I had to do this weird manual process again in 3i. Alright, then the tracking rate on the frame. Let's cancel that, then slow the track again. See if we can get it here. See what happens. Rotate enough to show the red spot. It should be coming around. Oh, someone said it just a bit ago. Probably, I got to look it up to be honest. I'd have to look it up to be honest with you. I don't know off the top of my head. Someone said like 4 hours or so earlier. Phoenix A, I think, is a little bit bigger than 618. Horizontals are very common. Let's go quantum film. But yeah. That kind of makes sense though. You stop being shy. Shows big red spot already. That's so true. Absolutely. That is so true. Alright, let me take a photo here. See if we got 3i this time. Let's see what we got. Stay visible for the next 4 hours. Once it starts to come through, it's visible for a little bit. Definitely visible for a little bit. Let me take a longer photo. See if we can see 3i in here. Let's see. Big black hole. No. I think Phoenix A is bigger than 618 as far as like size goes. Finding the alpha Centauri, nice, very nice. Timed out, waiting for the guider to settle. Of course, disable guiding for a minute. Do we see 3i? Oh yeah, right there. I think it's right there. Barely see it, but it looks like 3i is right there. Looks like it. One way to really find out. I'll run it for like 1 minute. Actually, I'm gonna turn on guiding too. Get guiding to run properly here. And should be able to take a photo of it. Let it get going. This telescope feed, it does. 2 different telescopes you're looking at here. 9, 6, 7, really. Right in here and everywhere. Thanksgiving, Christmas, that's crazy. This is spinning slowly, relatively fast. Jupiter spins really fast. Just under 10 hours to make 1 revolution. I love them. It don't matter. Doesn't matter what I think about anyone. But the mechanics prove that black holes can lose density and evaporate. That is true. Well, I should take it back in the other method. That yeah, you would definitely believe that a black hole would have to come to the end of life through its own energy, but quantum mechanics definitely puts out a method of doing it. Though quantum mechanics also has a hard time with gravity. How do you tag someone? You got to use got to be able to use a computer or a laptop to be able to tag someone. It doesn't work on the phones or tablets. Alright, should be guiding. I'm going to see if I can take a 1 minute photo here and see 3i. See if it's coming through okay. Planet visible right now, Jupiter, the one that you're seeing currently. And then Uranus, of course, but Jupiter is going to be the one that we're mostly kind of focusing on currently. Hanging out with Jupiter currently. Let's see if I can do a little bit more focus here. See where we need to be. I'm gonna go probably past focus and then come back in at it. Unless we just get a really cool view. Let me try it here for a minute. How's it look right now? It's kind of distorted on my side on my phone. I have to see the rest, but dang, dude. Happens though. You have a sun filter, I do. I got several different ones for different telescopes, including this one. This telescope has a solar filter as well. A little blurry. That's what I was thinking. Looks like it's coming through kind of wild right now. Like really. Yeah, I gotta figure out all the settings in there. It's decent focus, not too bad. Tilting for you? Yeah, the tilt would be normal. It's kind of like boxed on my side. It's almost like the quality of the stream is kind of weird. What are they pushing at? I got like 1080 though. I'm getting 1080 at 60. I had no clue why it's coming through. I do know we got a little bit of clouds as well. Maybe I'll bring in a little bit more brightness. The Saturn on said, yeah. Jupiter moon's visible too. There's two of them on the bottom left side. Could go to another planet to live, would you? Honestly, no. I like our planet. I think we live on an amazing planet. We have a really beautiful planet. There's a big old gas ball, that is true. There's a big old gas ball. Alright, let's see. Can we get that photo? We did. There's a 3i right there. Can you all see it? Let me know if you can see 3i down in the chat. It's spinning or a constant static linear force. It's spinning. We do believe it's spinning. Everything in the universe appears to rotate. M87 is so stressed and mass. Yeah, it's crazy. M87 is super massive. Super, super massive. Oh, thank you, Elo. Honestly, thank you. You can see it. That's awesome. That's super awesome. There's a 3i Atlas there. Doing this thing way, way out there. There's a relatively bright star down here, of course. Then you can kind of put in perspective how faint 3i is. Yeah, 3i is booking it. It really is. There it is, out there doing its thing tonight. It's like a little bit of wind just hit us. Caught some of the brightness. On the same basis, yeah. For sure. Yeah, left the solar system, yeah, it has not. It has not. Say 2 months, ain't that cool? Jupiter, or 3i won't disappear. It's just going to eventually leave us. We'll continue to be able to track it until it's just way too faint and way too far away. And never be seen again by us. See a sideways smiley face from the star or whatever. Oh, no way. Did you? That's really cool. That's pretty cool. I don't know if I can stack it, though. I don't remember how to stack it in this mode. Only way we can do is probably save it. Pull through that way. Ah, I'm back here. Stack 3i. It's still a little too low for the telescope's looking at Jupiter. Still a little too low for it to actually see it. Negative 10 degrees. Okay. Exposure time 60 seconds. Yeah. Alright. Let me set it up to take some photos of 3i. We'll see how it looks. Currently hanging out with Jupiter. That's great. Hanging out with Jupiter. Saturn, Jupiter. That's awesome. Yeah, that's super awesome. No, the two moons, neither are going to be gas. No gravity creating the point, almost. But it's outside in general, relatively. Yeah, predicting them, but nothing could ever escape. Yeah, absolutely. Hawkins has never been proven though, so it's going to be an interesting idea. Does Hawkins radiation actually exist? There is a mission that I'm not too sure if it took off yet or not, to try to prove Hawkins radiation. Let's see if it actually is a true form. What are you looking at right now? Jupiter. Jupiter on the top, 3i on the bottom. Wait, it's not phenomenon. Near Saturn. We're not looking at Saturn at all. Oh wait, it's not. phenomenon. Man, my goodness. My brain's already tingled trying to read it. I already got my brain tangled. Alright, there we go. Got a photo of 3i there. I'm going to try to put 3i together inside of SharpCap. We can look at it a little bit better, hopefully. See how this does. This is Jupiter, yep. This would be Jupiter. Hanging out with Jupiter. Alright, cameras. Folder. See if we can put 3i together with the other telescope for a bit. You guys can check it out as well. We better never get close enough. I don't know. Like, I'm not into it. Like, I don't understand the mission itself, but it's a mission to try to attempt to go and find evidence or prove Hawking's radiation. I don't know much about the mission itself, though. It's something you have to look up and read about. There. Okay. Hopefully we're getting this set up properly. Pause that here. Browse. I'll see if I can pick up the 3i now inside the other scope. Here today would be 26. 3i. Snapshot. Open. Folder live stack. Nah, it looks like it's working. I can put it all together now. Get a little better view. Anyways, come back over here real quick. There we go. This is Jupiter. Hanging out with Jupiter currently. Nobody in Louisiana, Mississippi. Here, Stargazing. I got no clue. I have no clue down. I don't know much about the Louisiana, Mississippi area. Honestly, don't know too much about it, that area at all. Here, and okay. This should let us see a little bit more of 3i. I can remember how to get this to work. SharpCap folder, show, maybe. Folder, done. And go. Alright, so here's the 3i photo. If I'm pulled down far enough. Alright, can you see 3i right there? See if I, right about here. This is going to be 3i. Right about there. That'd be 3i Atlas out there. We'll see how it does. It continues to take photos. So I love this. It's so cool. That's super awesome. So I have to do this telescope and software. Ooh. The Jupiter view is about 8 to 9,000 roughly. Faint 3i, yeah. Super faint. Not very bright at all. Not too bright at all. See if I can actually focus on chat now. Try to keep up chat. Copper 22B, I wish. Hi, Sea Bear, how are you? Well, you can't see the tail of it. Not too well. Not with that setup. Let me look at it again. You can hardly make it out. A little bit of a tail to it, but not really make it out too well. It's there, but it's faint. Hi, Susan, how are you? 124 or 125 light years away. What is? Oh, Kepler. Assume Kepler. Left down your facts. That's awesome. That's so cool. That's super awesome. Kepler, yeah, I got you now. I got what you meant. Let me get that out of our view. We'll hang out this for just a minute. Let's go down the chat. They keep putting you in different live channel. Oh, no way. That's pretty well. Try turning the chat off and then turn it back on, maybe. See if that helps you. Like on the 3 dots on the top right. Those moons of Jupiter's below. So that's Io on the left and then Ganymede on the right side. Check out the Galilean moons. You can see 2 of them right now. There's 2 of the moons in our view currently. He photographs it. Oh, no way. Dude, that's super awesome, Al. That's really awesome, buddy. Not feeling good, Susan? No way. Sucks. Photographs the skies. I love it, dude. That's amazing, Rockstar. Good to see you tonight. Good to see you tonight. West Bank is the best bank, as my Harvey cousin say. That's funny. That's super funny. It does the planet rotate fast? It rotates really fast. About 10 hours, roughly. Just underneath 10 hours. But it's a differential rotation, so have a weird concept on a rotation since it's a gas planet. But just under 10 hours. Makes sense, Larry. Yeah, moons would be on the lower left side. That is correct. Hi, what's his name? Text him back your channel. Dude, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that. I do appreciate it. Hopefully you guys can see the moons down there. See if I can bring in some more brightness. You can really make out the moons for a minute there. Really gorgeous. Crazy cool to get to see moons out there. Thanks, Average. I appreciate you. Bash. Hi, Bash. Good to have you. Great to have you. Hopefully you're enjoying Jupiter here. Jupiter and a couple of its moons. Star Sensitivity. Ooh, 70 AZ. No, Sunshine. Do you think it'd be able to see the planet? Yeah, absolutely. You definitely will. Definitely will be able to make out planets with it. How many moons will orbit Jupiter? 97. Or the confirmed numbers, 97 currently. No two lines. Pretty much. I shop over here. Always promote. That's awesome. No way. That's super awesome. The moon looks like from inside the planet. It'd be crazy cool. Get to see so many come through. How close focus can you get to the moons? Not much. Like, you got to put in different equipment to get more zoom. Yeah, that's why you're asking. To be able to zoom in more requires different equipment, like Barlow's, for example. More different sensors or different lenses. Saturn is a champ 274 moons, so that's true. So thank you. That's awesome. We're good. We're glad to have him. Definitely glad to have him. Alright, sounds good. Industrial. Sounds good. Favorite picture I ever took? Ooh, probably Jupiter, to be honest. Jupiter is one of the most beautiful objects that you can photograph, in my opinion. Besides that, probably the Ring Nebula is a really stunning view. The Orion Nebula, Pillars of Creation. I don't know. I'd definitely go towards Jupiter, though. Jupiter is such a beautiful planet. It's a truly striking planet. Very majestic. 100 years old. With the best evidence, somewhere around 300 to 400 years old. The number always constant, like 97. They are not. More get verified, and then they get added to the tally. Like the Helix Nebula. That's very gorgeous. Really beautiful as well. You're back. You are back. Welcome back. I tell you, your telescope stays so steady. We track objects through the sky. This telescope is designed to track these objects as we do our rotation. Visible or could we tell? Not currently. Currently not visible. That's way older. And the best evidence somewhere between 300 and 400 years. This is Jupiter. It is. The Horsehead Nebula and put it on a display. Oh, no way. Robert, are you in our Discord yet or no? Let me throw up the image that Jenny's husband did, processed for us. This was actually photographed here, and then Jenny's husband was able to put it all together. Try to pull it up real quick if you want it. Let me see how to do that. Do I still have Discord? I think I do. There you go. Let's see if I can pull it in properly. There's the horse head that we took. It's been about a month ago now. That was the horse head with the plane nebula, and Jenny's husband was able to process the data for us. And it just turned out really stunning, like really gorgeous. Love the work he does. Me too. He does such an amazing job. Really beautiful work. We're about it as 1,000 years old. Don't know why. It makes sense though. It does make sense. What it take to get there? Like 5 years, 6, 7 years. Depends on the equipment you're flying with. Newer technology, like the advancement in space travel is quite crazy at this point. Hey Sammy, how are you? Welcome in. Glad to have you. So proud of him. Yeah, does an amazing job. A lot of data in that image too. So much space stuff. Crazy amount of details. Hey Big Red, what's up, brother? How you doing? How's your night, bud? I say the problem is slowing down. That is correct. No, you can get the things really fast, but if you want to slow down, it takes a little bit more work. You gotta slow down. I gotta go a little bit slower because of that. Jupiter has a fuzzy core, not a solid core, but a fuzzy core. Push your legs and cat bit your toes. Oh no. White and moons, there's two of them on the bottom left side. Turn up your brightness on your phone. One was very clear and brighter colors. Oh, nice. I love it. That's super awesome. Big red apples. There you go. There you go. Yep. Most likely Saturn has a fuzzy core as well. Most likely. The question would be now, what's inside the ice giant's core? What are they like? Fuzzy core is a really cool concept. You guys ever want to look it up? It's an interesting idea. I know this. My toes are starting to get chilly. They getting chilly. Did I bring out my splitter for the socks? I have not yet. I did get a splitter for the socks to make them a little bit warmer in here. Catching up, I'm using a C11 currently. Jupiter's moons have methane oceans. There's a lot of different methane objects in and around Jupiter, not only Jupiter, but Saturn as well. That's why I'm moving a little, keeping a picture in frame. That is correct. It does. There's a big storm gun on the opposite side of Jupiter right now. It rotates around, just not facing Earth currently. Let me pull up the latest data on it later. Let's see what we got. See if I'm pulled up real quick on the last one. No, it's a fuzzy. No, it comes up as fuzzy. The latest information is a fuzzy core on Saturn as well. In Tennessee, as I type, having a heat wave. Yo, that's crazy. 60 degrees does sound relatively hot. Hi, Mama Swindle. How you doing? How's your night? Jupiter's core is a fuzzy core, not metallic, not hydrogen, or sorry, not just metallic, not solid. It's a mixture of things. This information, I should point this out. This information came out probably about a month to 2 months ago, by the way. But fuzzy core. A lot of things have to be updated at that. 85 degrees up there in Maine. Yo, that's crazy. That's super crazy. Looks kind of like a ping pong ball. It kind of does. I can see that. How long's a day on Jupiter? Just under 10 hours. There is water on some of the moons. I was having one there earlier and then went out for dinner. Oh, nice. That's super awesome. Hi, DNA. How you doing? How's New Jersey? Super cold, I imagine, huh? You sleep great now, huh? That's awesome. Glad to have you in. Had an amazing Christmas. How was yours? The size and distance. That is so true. That's super true. Super cold, I bet. -3 degrees. Oh, in eastern France. Yo, that's crazy, Sammy. Last 3 to 5 days have been very oddly warm. Yeah, we had a nice heat wave come through here as well. Just super foggy, though, because of it. Super, super foggy. Because I get the, let's see. You have 5 tornado. Pretty well. HO2, some places. I mean, we're in space. To put that in perspective, we're in space and we have H2O. Gonna make sure we put that in perspective. So that would be cool to video. It's a very beautiful planet to view. Where's this? In the sky. It's Jupiter in the sky, but I'm looking near Kansas City. Looks like Saturn. Cool story, Aaron. Your brain ain't working very well. Which country location? Kansas City, Midwestern part of the United States. Which planets are the icy giants? Uranus and Neptune. Based on the crazy stuff happening on other planets. Imagine the Hellscape. That's pretty wild. That's really wild. Well, it's hot, kid, man. I'm just giving you a little bit of crap. HO2. Crucial atmospheric chemistry. No, we see a lot of H2O out there as well. HO2 is very common as well, but H2O is very common. We see it a lot on a lot of moons. Not only that, but also the ring around Saturn itself. It's H2O. It's literally H2O. A lot of the icy water around the ring. Sounds good, Jenny. Absolutely. See what we did? Oh, it's horrible. Jokes about Uranus are just absolutely horrible. I can see the storm roll around. I know. First time getting to see Jupiter. That's awesome. That's so awesome. It comes around about every 9 hours. 9.5 hours to almost 10 hours, roughly, to be able to see the storm in transit, meaning pointing towards us. Neptune with the scope. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's 2 of the moons. You can see 2 of the moons on the bottom left side. You just got to turn up your phone screen. Turn it up a little bit. Life is in the ice, maybe travel. That's very possible, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of H2O out there, by the way. You need Nikon P910. Cool story, dude. Go stream yours. Go ahead and do Jupiter and stream it for us. Comet magnet. It's honestly not, but it does have a high gravitational force, but it's magnetic tail slingshot stuff like great. So even though you would think that it's like a magnet in a sense, but it does, because it does have high gravitational force, but its slingshot ability occurs as well, not just from the gravity, but also from its magnetic field. It's really well. So they're a little wiggly. That does happen, yeah. It looks fuzzy. The atmosphere is probably... Yeah, we have a little bit of thin clouds coming through right now. Plus, I could focus a little bit more. Very possible. It's not the easiest thing to be able to stream planets, by the way. See, storm really well. About 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yeah, that is true. And I discussed that. It will need to happen because of the HM thing. Let me out. Oh my goodness, brother. That was horrible. Need a proper mount. I mean, it's an EQ6R Pro mount. It's a fairly proper mount. How many hours do you sleep per day anyways with these lights? Oh man, it's horrible. You don't want my sleeping schedule. Hi Nikki, how are you? How's your day? I'm just tracking it by hand as it crosses. Oh gosh, no. Heck no. Heck no. Brasilia. Welcome in. Most common element in the universe. That is correct. Hydrogen is the most common element that is found in the universe. How would the gravity affect human body? In all bad. It would smash us. We're talking about the gravity of Jupiter. Its force itself. Brasilia. ¿Te hablan español o no? YouTube comments go, nice. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to track Jupiter by hand. I don't like tracking anything by hand. My goodness. Use automatic equipment this stage of my life. Definitely want to. Now, see, buenos días. ¿Cómo está? Desde aquí en Kansas City, Missouri, de Unidos Estados. Aquí es Jupiter en mi telescopio. Currently it is 1:33 a.m. 1:33 a.m. Seems like some of the clouds kind of push. We'll probably pull back a little bit of the brightness. Ooh, maybe. Looks like they're kind of just coming through here quite a bit. That is going to use. That is correct. We may just be coming to the point where we're just going to get too cloudy here quickly. We'll see what happens. Use smart telescope for imaging, like the Sea Star or the Dwarf product. Construction site near my house right now. Oh, that's crazy. Any way to make it more clear? I mean, it's fairly clear. If you ever seen Jupiter live, this is fairly clear, to be honest. This is relatively awesome to be able to see tonight. We do have some thin clouds, so it's not perfect by any means, but it's relatively clear though. More sky on my end, 2.7 roughly. Roughly about 2.7. A key in Kansas City, Missouri. Unidos Estados. Bordeaux 6? No, dude, that's so tough. That's super tough. Where's Planet X? That's a great question. Has not been discovered. Apex telescope. Yeah, HO2 is just different than H2O, obviously, but we observe a lot of H2O out there. There's still quite a bit. 7:35 now in the UK. I think that's what you meant, UK, not IK. Jupiter using the naked eye telescope. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Like, to capture Jupiter live, obviously, this is a decent view. Actually, not a bad view tonight. Better page of you cannot see through the scope much. Oh, okay. That makes sense to me. Definitely makes sense. That's so funny, Jenny. That's too funny. Hi, Toby. How's it going? Marks to the left, mate. 2 moons. The moon Io on the left side, and then the moon Ganymede on the right side. Please give me the numbers. Close then. That's true. I mean, that's a top one. I would not say that's true. I don't think that's factual by any means. I think that's more of a person's opinion. Mi nombre es como Roman. Yeah, I'm a Roman. Pitbull is already posted up under the bed. On the fibers, yo, that's crazy. No way. That's crazy. So Observatories could run programs similar to the fundraising adventures they already. Sometimes different cosmology goes. It's pretty crazy. Adios. Didn't know what's going on. It's funny. Well, you see, Jenny, he ran out of a house. And he tried to run back in. Someone started doing these weird things with these weird things on the game, and that makes people mad. You should know this because your husband plays games. It makes you start yelling. Chance does it too when we play games. Except usually Chance is yelling as, "Oh, I'm going to get a refund. This game is dumb." Are you in a room or are you in the observatory? I'm in the observatory. The room that I'm sitting in is climate controlled, or what's called the, I don't know if you want to call it the streaming room. Whatever terminology you want to use for it. So it sets right next to the open area of the observatory. Foggy as I get out. Yeah, dude, it's getting really foggy. It's getting really foggy out tonight again. Rock Jupiter is a refractive in some way. There's a little bit of refraction to the colors, but it's very close to the real. Hanging on a landing vehicle, yeah, absolutely. Closing the back door, and I went in and checked out. Not the cat outside still. What's going on? Don't embarrass them, Jenny. Don't do that. Just got here. I think that's what it is. I appreciate it. Thank you, buddy. The staring room, like it. Streaming room or the control room of the observatory. Any tech that cancels out atmospheric distortion. I am not. I don't have any atmospheric distortion. What do they actually call them? ADCs? Is that what they're actually called? Yeah, atmospheric distortion correctors. I do not have any atmospheric distortion correctors, so they're expensive. Are you able to see the clouds in the movie, mate? Not in this kind of view. You can kind of sometimes see that they go through because you get that dimming effect and then a brightness real quick on you. Always clean, only contains space behind the stars. Gotcha. You know, it's no shame. That makes sense. That's so funny. That's super funny. That is funny. Live so far tonight. I did a live earlier. I don't remember how long I was live, but now 1 hour and 35 minutes roughly. He is his father's child. That's so funny. Here at the university, my brother was asking. Oh, no. No, this is here located locally for me. In my backyard, basically. I built this one myself in the backyard. Curious about on the other side. It is currently on the other side. Are there volcanoes on Jupiter? Not on Jupiter, but some of its moons have volcanoes. Io being the most volcanic mass actually here in the view right now. Oh, thanks, Sylvia. I appreciate you, buddy. You as well. Absolutely. Don't care, Bear. How's it going? How's your night? How you done? Got back on. Yeah, that is great. Now I'm starting to question, what am I going to eat for supper tonight? Leftover like turkey or ham. I don't know what I'm going to eat tonight though. Been able to capture any spiral galaxies with the telescope you're working with? Yeah, this one can do it. Absolutely. Space contains gravity. This is true. Jupiter is slightly visible to the left. Underneath Jupiter is two of its moons, Io and Ganymede. Two different ones. Heard during the meteor shower, someone caught a meteor hitting the moon. I did hear that. Yeah, I did hear it. Ooh, turkey tacos. Yo, that sounds really good. That sounds really good. It's a late dinner. I mean, yeah. Yeah, cake, but you're hungry again. Ooh, that's how it goes. I'm really debating. Like, pizza kind of sounds good, but I don't know. We're not too sure what I want. Kick off back in, record stuff. Dead stuff. Enough there, Turkey croquettes. Yo, what is turkey croquettes? That sounds pretty wild. I'll check that out. Hi, Amy. How you doing? I appreciate it, by the way. Welcome in. And all else fails. Tacos. That's true. Yo, that's so true. We made tacos for Christmas dinner. We changed it. Oh, okay. Leftover. Oh, no. Oh, no way. Carne casada. Dang. That sounds really good. Recommended nap to identify stars and planets. Stellarium. I'd probably say Stellarium or Night Sky. One or the other. Directly at the moons, I see two. Directly, I see one. Strange phenomenon. Yeah. Your eyes will play tricks with you like that. Definitely does that. Is that moons under Jupiter? It is. Yeah. A couple of moons underneath Jupiter there. See if I'm bringing a lot of brightness. You can make them out a little easier. Got the moon Ganymede on the bottom, and then Io is the one to the left of it. Made tamales. Yo, that sounds so good. What kind of tamales did you make? So full. I bet you are. What kind of tamales? Oh, I probably shouldn't even talk about tamales right now. Oh, that sounds so good. Red turkey patty. Oh, that. Okay, encore and bacon. Okay, that makes sense. Green red tamale. Rosa and verde. We have any volcanoes on Jupiter? Jupiter don't have volcanoes. There's none to elaborate. There's no volcanoes on Jupiter, so. Welcome to the fed chat. Yeah, we're already there, apparently. You know we're coming up to the end of the stream. We're already talking about food somehow. Strawberry cream pie. Yo, I think we have some cheese cake in there still. Different types of cheesecake and then the apple pie. Maybe I should just go for it. I haven't had sugar in quite a while. Maybe I'll just go for like apple pie or cheesecake. Skip dinner. Who needs it? Can find a Mercury. It's not currently up. Mercury is not above the horizon. Can't movies have so many stars. Like 5 dots at best. Long exposure. Definitely long exposure. pumpkin cheesecake for Thanksgiving? I did something different for Christmas. Yo, what did... Oh, okay. I was just thinking, if you did pumpkin cheesecake for Thanksgiving, then does that mean that you should have done a peppermint cheesecake? In a sense? Why and how is time different in space? Time is relevant to you. It's not truly different. It's relevant to you based off the gravitational and rotation, stuff like that. That ain't my go-to. Ooh, it's eggs. Yo, sounds good. I think for orange sherbet. Yeah, that sounds really good too. Half the fruitcake that you got yesterday? Yo, be careful with diabetes. You don't like peppermint? Oh my goodness. How do we ensure crisp focus? We don't. Sometimes we fail. But a lot of times I'll try to pay attention to the focus and then sit here and change the focus as we go. Yo, what up, Trasher? How you doing, buddy? How's your night? Is that a planet it is? Yep, this is Jupiter. Yep, Cerberus sounds really good. Jupiter, does that mean that the land is flat or... There's no doubt. Jupiter's a gas planet. It's mostly gas. Not a terrestrial planet. It's not one that like you can walk on per se. Does it have a greenish tint? I don't see the greenish tint on my side. Your watches. I would have changed from place to place. Honestly, it would still appear to be the same to you. It's relevant to you and the object of. First thing that you've seen looking into space? Honestly, nothing. Well, nothing that I would say is weird. And seeing stars every night. Oh, clouds and fog. Dang it. That's crazy, crazy. Hi, sounds good, James. Have an amazing night, buddy. Turned 53 today. Yo, no way. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, James. Jupiter is a gas. No, it's a gas planet. I might have said moon, but I don't know. It's a gas planet, though. A big old gas planet, not a terrestrial planet. Jupiter is looking beautiful tonight. That is true. Don't land on Jupiter. Just wondering. No, the gas planet. No, not a terrestrial planet. All the outer planets are gas planets, even though you can consider like the outer two to be more of an ice giant rather than gas giants. But the 4 inbound planets are all terrestrial planets. So the 4 terrestrial planets that have hard surface would be Mercury, Venus, Earth, and then Mars. Is that a picture or is that actually real? This is a live view of Jupiter right now. The giant red spot visible, not yet. Not on the side that we're looking at. Yeah, absolutely, James. Absolutely, buddy. It's Kansas City and Kansas. There is a Kansas City, Missouri. Oh my god. No, it's a fuzzy core. When we talk about Jupiter, it's a fuzzy core. It's not solid. It's not a liquid per se. It's just a mixture of a bunch of stuff going on. Some metallic areas, some rocky areas. It's fuzzy. Really wild. Air-star system have gas giants near the center. Well, it just kind of depends. Most of your planets out there are mostly going to be gas giants, but if you have a gas giant, it's really hard to get terrestrial planets near a gas giant, though. We're here, we're pretty lucky to have all the gas giants outwards rather than inwards. If they would be much further in, like, for example, Jupiter coming in, then yeah, we probably wouldn't have much to say when it comes to what life would look like in our solar system. No, you can float in the atmosphere. Gas not fly away from space. Gravity. And gravity continues to pull on it. This gravity is what pulls on the atmosphere itself. The gravity. Yeah, y'all, it's almost, it's like 1:48. We'll go for another 12 minutes, 2 o'clock, and I'm going to call it a night. Go find something to eat. I'm like super tired. I'm still trying to get sleep caught up after this past week. As you can imagine, this week has been very hectic with so many parties and stuff. It's been really hectic. Just a live view. It is. It currently has a live view of Jupiter. Thanks, Rick. Yeah, absolutely. Let me see if I can actually shut down the other telescope too. I'm still sitting here taking photos of Three-Eye Atlas here. Let me see if I can go ahead and shut it down though. Home the telescope. You think we can live on Mars? I think it's very probable. I think people of its own, we're very intelligent. I think we'll be able to get there, especially when you think of like creating pods that land there and trying to live through pods and whatnot. I think it's very possible. For whatever reason, what do you think we would see from another planet? What do you mean exactly? If Earth were ever to stop for whatever reason, what do you think? I'm not too sure exactly what the question is, Lloyd. Like stop what? Like rotating, stop moving along with the sun? I'm not too sure exactly what you mean there. Three-Eye Atlas when it goes by Jupiter, sure. Let's see humans on Mars. It'd be really well. It'd be really cool. Mine is starting to bend. Where's the gravity held? Towards its core. When you think about like gravitational forces, it's going to get more dense the more you pull in towards its core, pretty much for any object. So gravity is mostly confined towards its core, but then you'll find in certain planets, like take ours for example, you get kind of bulges, and so the more the bulge is, the more material you have there, the more gravitational forces you have at that area. So take like us for example, when you get near the equator, it's like 9.8 meters per square second would be the gravitational force applied on you, and it'd be different based on your location of Earth. Of course, the gravity can change just a bit based on the density and the amount of matter underneath you. You get kind of pulled sideways in a sense too. That's a little different. But usually the core is going to be relatively dense compared to the outer areas, so you're going to be wanting to be pulled towards the actual center. That's scary. That's crazy. They're equipped with anti-electronic organs. Gravity comes from mass. That is right. And for whatever reason, we're on another planet, but then Earth look like because water is visible. Oh, I got you. Water will dry up before the end of our sun. We got about 1 billion years left, pretty much around 1 billion years left when it comes to our atmosphere before we become like a runaway greenhouse effect type issue. So things will just dry up here on Earth itself. Do y'all get enough sleep this week or no? Y'all like me and didn't get enough sleep? Sounds good, Nader. Absolutely. Sounds good. Hopefully y'all were able to get plenty of sleep. Got to park the telescope actually. See if that works. You sleep at 3 a.m.? Oh, nice. I got you. Can't sleep right now. This has been a really long week for me. Everything has mass. Every single element, object, even you have mass. You have your own gravitational force. You're applying gravitational forces to Earth as Earth's applying it to you. Family over for the last 2 days. This whole week's been wild. It's been a really wild, long week. Super long week. Super long week. No, I know, not asleep. Well, that's funny. There's a great red spot on the opposite side currently. I need to sleep today, dang. Been awake all night. Crazy. If I get the silly thing to park, that'd be great. Turn that off. There we go. Hey Josh, how you doing, bud? Family is fine. Oh yeah, no extra house guests, dude. That'd be so nice. Get extra vitamin C. Oh, that will definitely resolve not sleeping. What telescope do you have? The one that we're using right now is C11 telescope. You just woke up. Go by back, so I got you. I'm thinking food and shower and sleep. Try to catch up on sleep, anyways. Sounds kind of nice. That'll be awesome, Nina. That'd be super awesome. That'll be super awesome. Let me see. Honestly, don't know what happened here. C11 it is, yeah. C11. Just did all that yourself, nice. We've had family pretty much all week. Even on day, and then of course we spent way too much time in stores, it seems like. Thanks Chris, I appreciate it, bud. Thank you so much. Hope you had a great one too. Unidentified objects on telescope meet. I have not. This is Jupiter, yeah. Hanging out Jupiter currently. Looks like the clouds are starting to push through as well. I'm seeing the moons like fade in and out really fast. So it could be the fog or the clouds coming through. The scope does track the object, that's correct. It does. Oh, you're welcome. Absolutely Godzilla. Where's your dad blurry all the time? We can see the moons right now. It just looks like we have some clouds pushing through. You can see a couple of them right there. A couple of them currently. And the night, yeah. Night, figure out what I'm gonna eat. Absolutely. I'm just not sure what I want to eat, to be honest. Apple pie does sound good, though. Hey, what up, Dave? Say something about muscle gas. The brown reef gas. They are. The bands that you see on Jupiter are gas. What comedy is it? Entire film? Amateur astronomy. Yeah. The odds of us capturing, like, in the astronomy or amateur side of actually capturing things are going to be so tough with some of the new advancements that are coming out with more of the professional aspects. I can hear regular me. I try to be here, Toby. It just depends, though, on the clouds or the weather here in Kansas City. It's been really bad here lately. The last 3 days have been crazy foggy, like super foggy here. What are flat earthers? Never heard of it. Never even heard of it. Can you find another planet? Right now we're going to hang out Jupiter and then call it a night. We got like 3 more minutes, we're going to call it a night. On your laptop now. Nice. Very nice. Lost some of the gain here real quick. Yeah, it's definitely either foggy or really a lot of thin clouds coming through. Other than that, this is not the moon. This is Jupiter, and those were moons, so moons by Jupiter. Temperature here right now, it is, I don't know, everything says fog advisory. Let me look real quick. I just see fog advisory on all the weather on everything. Currently about 5 degrees Celsius, which would be right about 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Jupiter's really beautiful, really is. Oh, you're welcome, Amber. Absolutely. Help my on. I try to go live every night as long as it's clear. Just depends on the weather, though. Just depends on the weather. Look so small. They are, yeah. Even though massive moons, they look really small compared to the planet Jupiter, obviously. Hi, Diane. Welcome in. Thanks. I appreciate it, Johnny. Honestly, thank you. Try to see in Saturn. It's not up where we can get to it currently. We live streamed it earlier today. Oh, thank you, Tom Dancer. Thank you for subscribing, by the way. Glad to have you, Emily. Welcome in. I think it's 25 degrees Celsius over there. Yo. No way, dude. That is way too cold. That's crazy cold. That's way too cold. Pleasure explain the effect of hydrogen spares. Well, they always find a way to explain stupidity. It's not hard for them to do. As long as they can say nuh-uh, then they can explain anything, is what I've learned. Yeah, look at that. We're starting to really lose vision here. I want to say the fog's starting to push in pretty heavy now. Probably getting to that point. Probably getting to that point. Alright, y'all. Clear skies. Have an amazing night. Have an amazing night. Let me see what the weather looks like here. Besides, it shows clouds are pulling in. Looks like tonight has clouds as well. Let me pull up Astrophysics here. Astrophysics is suggesting tomorrow night, nope. Maybe Sunday night, that's a good possibility. But definitely Monday night. Monday night looks clear. So that'll probably be the upcoming, maybe Sunday night, a little bit with the moon, and then Monday night. We should be good again. Good night, y'all. Have an amazing night. Clear skies. Keep looking out. Be kind. And we'll see y'all here soon. Good night.